Hey budgeties, in this video we're going to go over our quarterly review for Q2. So that's April, May, and June, and basically we want to see how much income we brought in, how much we invested, how much we saved, and how much went towards debt. So Q1, I said, we didn't do as good, and it's solely because of our bingo goals. As you can see, we didn't check off anything except our free space, and we love a free space, okay? So if you're interested in seeing the numbers, doing a review, and you're thinking you want to do a review as well, go ahead, get you this planner. It's available on paperbymo.com, or get you a piece of paper, get your pen, get you a little drinky drink, and stay tuned. Okay, so I'm excited and I'm nervous, like all at the same time. All at the same time. Anyways, if you are new here, first and foremost, welcome, okay? My name is Mo. I'm working on my financial freedom journey with my husband. We're trying to save. Look, we're trying to save, pay off debt, invest, track our income, do all the things, and buy a home. So if you're interested in any of that type of content, make sure you go ahead, subscribe, and join this community. The goal is to have $10,000. $10,000. Hold on, God. Can I get $10,000? What I mean is 10,000 subscribers sooner than later, okay? But the end goal, like the end goal, is for Paper by Mo to have 50,000 YouTube subscribers. That's just my goal. I don't know. But like I said, if you're watching this and you enjoy this content, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. So everything you see on this channel, all these printables, they're available at frompaperbymo.com. That is my website, darling. And if you're usually watching, you're like, girl, look at your hand. So this is my ring. Somebody randomly hit me up on DM in my DMs, were like, why don't you ever wear your wedding ring? I wear my band. Usually that's what you guys see. What they say, bands and make her dance. But I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll put on my ring. It's an emerald because my birthday's in May. So that is my stone. And that's what I like. Okay, so again, back to these right here. This is the printable, and basically you have your quarterly review sheet. So you have for all quarters. Then you have invest, income, savings, and debt. Okay, so you just go, you reprint it as many times as you want to. That's why you download it. Okay, that's why you download it, honey. Real fast, I'm gonna get all the papers out of here. And if you don't know, this is my budget planner. I'm going to get all the papers out for each month. So that's April, May, and June. And while I'm getting it out, let me let you know, if you do not know, I do have a YouTube membership, and I haven't been the best steward of it. I haven't really been keeping up with it as good as I want to, but I really want it to be a community and a space. So what I've decided to do is share me and my husband's home buying journey only on the YouTube membership. So I will be sharing those videos. We are literally in the thick of the process. Depending on when I post this video, we might be homeowners. Like it's real, and you're gonna see it in, what are we, July? So in August numbers. So when we do the August monthly budget, you're gonna see them numbers, girl. You're gonna see them numbers, and you're gonna be like, dang, that's expensive. And I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna say it is. And I'm not used to it. It's just gonna be a big change. I'm excited and I'm scared, and I've had to have my mom talk me off the ledge. My husband a little bit too. It's just a lot. It's so overwhelming, but always, always, always very, very grateful. Okay, so this is why it's really good to track your expenses, because first of all, how you gonna know what happened through the quarter if you don't know what happened in a month? Okay. Okay, so we got April, May, and June. So yeah, back to the membership. So if you guys are interested in the home buying content, not just home buying, but all our expenses and extra things, because it's a lot of money that we put down, or not down, that we purchased a home for, but it's not even completely done. So there are things that we got to do. So it's going to be a process. And then that's going to be its own series by itself, y'all. I'm excited to share. And the reason why you're thinking, girl, why are you doing it in the membership? The reason why, oh my gosh, is because is so sensitive, and I understand the internet is not a safe space. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, why would you pay to join a membership to talk crazy? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? And having a difference of opinions is not talking crazy, y'all. So let's just say that. Okay, now let's get into it. Okay, so the quarterly review. Now, Q1, the income was nice and healthy. Obviously, Q2, we wanted to bring in more money. That's the target. I think we for sure exceeded that. I say that, but I don't know. Possibly. And then invest. Okay, so the main goals here is complete 2 lines in bingo. Girl, you're struggling. And then complete 2 lines. Oh, for him, for O, and then complete 2 lines for bingo and for me. So for bingo, let me pull that out as well. Maybe we should go over that. That might help. He has his bingo. I have my bingo. Okay, so it's July right now. So obviously anything we do in July is not going to, be considered part of this bingo. So my list, we'll just go over this quickly. So this is a certification for me, and I don't know what that is for him, but maybe it's a certification for him as well. We just want to keep that part just a little hush, just because, sometimes you don't want too many prying eyes on your goal. And then got ordained local lifelong friend group. That is still in the works. At least a 5% raise in salary. You guys, my salary did go up. It's a little bit under 5%. And I did do the math. It's like 4 point something. Close, but not quite. So we're not counting that out yet. Consistent therapy. Girl, I ain't got no therapist yet. I do need to get it together. /healthy living /relax. And this, if anything, I'm the furthest away from this. I have been stressed, so I need to do better. Then we got our free space. Thank you, God, for a free space. And then weekly consistent physical health. I kind of got off of this because I've been going to work a lot. I've been doing a lot of overtime, doing all the things. So I got to, this right here, these two, we got to get back to. Paper Route Mode brings in $1,000 monthly profit. Nowhere near it, but close. That's what I want to say. I'm going to keep saying close. I'm going to say because I have positive. But last month I didn't get paid out anything. So for the month of June, I didn't get paid out anything. And then July, maybe we'll get $100. So, all we can do is work on that. Now, this is really close. Student loans below 40,000. Close. We're at 41,000, but not quite. House savings equals 75,000 plus and or purchase an affordable home. So I'm laughing because the word affordable. So this might be crossed out soon, but not for Q2. Paper Route Mode, 50,000 YouTube subscribers. Clearly, your girl don't have it quite yet, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. And then start saving for used SUV. And see, me and my husband was talking about this because I was like, should we cross this off? Because we technically started. We have like $1,300. And I said start. Words are important. So, And then consistent couples maintenance, dates, trip, and fun. Y'all, we've been having the time of our lives. Now, this one might need to be colored in because I went to Hawaii for a work trip. My husband came with. We took a day trip to New York. Did we have a good time? Yes, we did. My husband took me to the Poconos, honey. Like, we've been having a little good time. So I feel like, yes. And when I say we've been going on dates, listen, we've been going on dates. We've been going out to eat. If you know the DMV, there's a lot of food out here in these streets. So she might need to get colored in. Now let's see. Ooh. Okay. So this is his certification. By the end of 2026, I have $100,000 salary. So my husband's salary right now is $90,000. Now he does have the opportunity to make like big bonuses depending on the sales that he do. So close, but not quite. We won't color that one in. New job I love with 9 to 5 hours. Now that's a check. And I'm proud of him for it. Take a trip out the country with my wife. Now, we didn't go out the country, not per se. We were in Hawaii, and it is an American territory. It is not, we got to talk about that, but it's not out the country. Create a YouTube channel. He has not done this yet. Attract the right friends locally. He is working on this. I'm telling you that friend stuff, you got to work on that. less than 5 figures for student loan debt. Not quite, but he's at like 11,000. So we're both $1,000 away from our goals. So very, very possible. I want to get on these goals, or like reach the student loan debt goal sooner than later, because the mortgage is gonna be a slap in our face. Slap you in your face, girl. Weekly dates with my wife. Now, we don't do them weekly, y'all. We do them bi-weekly. So I don't know. Family meetings once a month. Because we now get paid weekly, we've been doing family meetings every weekend. Because when I get paid 1 week, and then he gets paid 1 week, and then I get paid, you really got to track these numbers. Read physical Bible with my wife throughout the week. Now, we started the year off real strong doing this, but we kind of stopped. Create new memories with my wife. And I feel like this is for sure a check, because Hawaii, New York, and I was going to say Philly, and Poconos, Pennsylvania. Okay. So what I feel like I want to do is I'm going to put it down here, and I'm going to color it in, and I'm going to say Q2 progress. Right? And I'm going to do the same thing over here, and I'm going to say Q2 progress. Q2. So that way we know when we accomplish this goal. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to check you off. And we are so grateful to God for that. And we're going to check you off too. Okay? And then we're going to check off start saving, because we started. What was the other one I said? Oh, if we wanted to do this one, because there's no couples maintenance. I don't want to do this until like the end of the year, so we can make sure we keep up on it. Like, we check it off, you know? So let's just color her in. Her, him, whoever it wants to be is fine with me. Honestly, they say though, like once you color something in, it's like a dopamine hit, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm not in the health field. What I do know is I get so excited. And I was so depressed when we went over Q1 and I had nothing to color in. I was like, girl, what am I doing wrong in life? It's the little things. It is the little things, but I really need to go ahead and get me a therapist, because I feel like it's a lot of stuff going on in life that we are trying to do and that we're doing, and it's some of it is, it's kind of taking a toll on me, y'all. Like, yes, there's Paper by Mo, and I want her to do well and exceed and be abundant, but I've been doing Paper by Mo since 2020. So this one, you know, Paper by Mo is not too stressful for me, but what it is stressful, my full-time job. We want for me to get a certification, so I'm trying to study, trying to work out. I'm trying to do like all the things at once. We're trying to get our vending machine business back up and running. Cars having issues. I need to go back to therapy. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to that's don't have no skin in the game, you know, like they don't have a vested interest. But don't get me wrong though, I love to chit chat with my mama, because your girl's gonna help me. Sometimes though, your girl gets hype. My mother be hype, and I'll be like, girl, what are we doing? Why are you so mad? Why are you so hype? And sometimes that's good, and sometimes it's like, ooh, you like fuel to the fire. So this right here, we definitely got to do that. So maybe coloring is therapeutic. Okay, maybe it is. And we've started the saving, but we definitely want to continue to save for an SUV, because my husband's drive to work is a hike. I mean, it's a DMV area, so you could literally work in a different state. I'm just saying, which is good, you know, because you have more jobs open to you, but it's bad on your cars and insurances and maintenance of your, you know, all these things, especially if your cars are older like us. And our cars are only 10 years old, and I know that's old to people, but I feel like It's not that old, you guys. It's not that old. So I'm feeling real good. We got 3 things. Okay, we got 3 things checked off the list or colored in, and then we got 1, 2, 3, and then we got 2 free spaces. So we should just say we got 5 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put her back, and then we're gonna finally get into the quarterly review. Okay, so first things first. Q2, we're gonna do income, and we're gonna say April to June. Okay. So when it comes to income, we're going to track both parties, obviously, because we are one. And we're gonna say for April, so we brought in a good amount of money. Thank you, God, again. And the month is April, and then we got May, and then we got June. Can you guys see this? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do my husband's full-time, and then we'll do, I don't know why I was saying that. And then we'll do my full-time. The M is not for my, the M is for Mo. Okay, so for my husband, he brought in $3,435.18. For me, I brought in $6,558.55. And then the total was $9,993.73. Let's just put that on a calculator. $9,993.73. Okay. That was April. Now we're gonna go to May. 993. Okay. And then we're gonna say O's full-time and then Mo's full-time. We brought more money in April, but if you recall, I mean, you might not. My husband was his previous job, it was hourly, so it went up, it went down. It was never like consistently consistent. So we'll put starting. Fine. We were starting out with $10.25. My husband brought in $3,522.23. And then I brought in $6,014.92. Okay. And then balance here is $9,547.40. Okay, so we're gonna plus 9,547.40. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now we got June. I think June was way higher because I was getting like, I'm gonna say I was getting some overtime, and then my husband, he started his new job. That's when he got his first paycheck last month in the month of June. Okay. So we got his full-time and then my full-time. Okay. So he got $4,503.15. And then I got $6,868.10. When you add, I was just, 6 is 4 is 10, but I was like, oh, the 8 and the 5. Because I'm like, why is it 11? But yes, when you add that together, we got a total of $11,371.25. So we're going to add $11,371.25. Ooh, okay, $30,912.38. So it is less than. However, I think though, January, March, I think in the first quarter, we got two of both of us, because we were getting paid at the same time, got 3 paychecks. Second quarter, nobody got 3 paychecks. So it is less than the first. And it's not what we targeted, but here we are. Darling. So Q2, what we actually brought in is start that. Dollar sign was so big, $30,912. and 38 cents. Okay. Okay. I'm grateful. Okay, so now we're going to move on and we're going to go to our investments. So all we've been doing lately is our IRAs. So I'm not including in here like what we did with our what we're doing with our 401ks because we never see it. Maybe I should do a whole video on that, but I'm not right now in this video. But I could do a whole nother video. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about that. So we're gonna times this by 2. So every month we're giving $1,153 if we get paid twice. And we got paid twice. So we're going to do that. This times 3 because it's 3 paychecks. So it's $3,461.52. Okay, so we actually did $4,000 in Q1, but here we are. $3,461.52. Okay. Now, Q1, we saved $12,400. Let's see. Girl, you're not even. This is what I did last time. I put the income and then I put the investments and I never like actually did the thing because this is my problem in life. Okay, investments. April, May, June, right? April, May, June. And it's really just IRAs. Oh, IRAs. Mo IRA. Oh, IRA. Mo IRA. And then O IRA. Mo IRA. Okay. And 246. Whatever. Let me see. What is it? It's 576.92 divided by 2 is 288.46. Oh, we don't want to put 288.46. We want to, girl, what are you doing? We want to times that by 2 and put the 576.92, which is what it says. So we'll do 576.92, 576.92. 576.92. Now, one thing my husband and I were talking about, like, really, if we do feel strapped for cash once we get this home and we feel like we can afford it, but we still have debt goals and we still have saving goals. So we talk about possibly giving less to our IRA or for a hot second, until we get the numbers right. So again, this is why I'm going to share it with the membership just because I know it's really personal and all the things. Okay, so the total is $1,153.84 every month, April, May, and June. So you do that times 3 and you got $3,461.52. Whoop, whoop. And the reason what made me think about the investment in the paper is because when we talk about savings, child, so let's do April, June, and then we'll do April, June. Okay. Now, let's write it down. Bible says, write it and make it plain. I need to write down what we really want these numbers to be, the income, the outcome, all the things. I love writing stuff down. I know we can do, track stuff digitally, but this is just what I prefer. But what I will say is I am going to do an Excel digital tracking when it comes to our home. I won't be writing that down on a piece of paper, y'all. We will be tracking that digitally, and I'm creating it so I can also sell it to you all, provide the product. Also, if you are a member to the YouTube membership, you get quite a bit of things for free or discounted. So that's another perk. Another little perky. Oh, let me not say that because I think that's a drug. I think that's a drug. Okay, so savings. We got quite a bit of them. Okay, so we got our sinking funds. Then we have our house. And then we have our monthly challenges. What else we got, girl? Sinking fund, house, monthly challenges. Monthly challenges. We do got emergency fund. Forgot about that. And then I'm going to put emergency fund. Okay, sinking funds house, monthly challenge, emergency fund. And you're thinking, well, what's holidays? Holidays is a sinking fund. June challenge is a challenge. Okay, so let's just write that. Ooh. Sinking funds house, monthly challenges, and emergency fund. Okay, sinking funds house, monthly challenges. I know I spelled that wrong. And then emergency fund. Okay, let's get into it. So sinking funds for April, we did $688.90. That's a good number. That's a good number. And then house, we gave $2,000, another good number. And we just need to start adding this crap up. $2,000 plus $688.90. Okay, plus, and then the April challenge was $1,000. Oh my God, we didn't get that to the emergency fund. What was we doing? Okay, so that's going to be $3,688.90. $3,688.90. Okay, that's a good amount of savings per a month. Okay, and this is the expectations I have, when we buy a house, but a life. Okay, so let's see, credit card. Dang, we didn't give nothing to our sinking funds. That's okay. So we gave 0, and then house we gave $1,500 in May. I'm okay with that too. And then emergency fund, I don't see it. We gave 0, and then monthly challenge we gave $500. Okay, so that is $2,000 for May. May. Okay, and then June, what do we do? Woo, Chile. Oh, because my husband had trouble with his car. I forgot. So for sinking funds, we gave $1,549.66, and then house we gave $1,000, and then monthly challenge we gave $600, and that was my outside fund challenge. Let me tell you something. 10 out of 10 recommend. I'm about to be outside, y'all. I'm about to use that money. No, really, I'm just going outside once, hang out with some homegirls or whatever. So yeah, we're going to use that money. And then emergency fund is $753.60. Okay. All right. So hard. She is curving and leaning to the side. $1,549.66 plus $1,000 plus $600 plus $753.60. Wow. Okay. That's a nice number. $3,903.26. Then we're going to add $2,000. Then we're going to add $3,688.90. So now, y'all see that? That's a good number. Like, girl, not that good though. God dog it. The target was 12,000, but we, okay, that's fine. So we actually sent to savings $9,592.16. And we say savings, but sometimes when it comes to sinking funds, we're not actually saving it. Sometimes we're putting it in the sinking fund category, and then we're going to spend it towards whatever that sinking fund was for. So not good with our target numbers versus what we actually did. $9,592.16. $9,592.16. Okay. Okay. This is better than nothing. We are about $2,500 short of the goal. That's okay. We're $600 short-ish of the goal. We about $5,000 short of the goal. So it is what it is. I'm not mad. Like I said, we didn't, girl, what was you doing? We did not get a third paycheck. Q2. So who's mad? Not me. Not us at the cat. I think what I really think is making me super duper happy is the fact that I was able to color in some of that stuff on the bingo. Okay, that has me hype. Okay, hype, hype, and hype. Okay, now we're on to debt. So we got April. I don't know why I was second guessing myself. April, May, and June. So we have O loan, Mo loan. This is student loans, by the way. And then we have credit card. O loan, Mo loan, credit card. O loan, Mo loan, credit card. So our credit cards are like revolving doors. So sometimes we get a little extra. We get a little spicy wicey with swiping it, and we got to give a little extra money outside of sinking funds or things like that. You know what I mean? And let me tell you, my husband and I have a hard time not swiping the card. We don't got a hard time doing that. We have a hard time paying ourselves back from those sinking funds because, like, you want us to take the money that we saved? What are you talking about, girl? Stop it. Okay, so that's June. For April, we're in the right month. For my husband's student loan, we did $646, and then for my student loan, we did $1,046. Okay, and so that totals out to $1,692. So we probably gonna go back to giving my loans a little bit more just because of how much interest mine accrue. It makes sense for us when we're looking at a debt perspective, okay? Because everybody and their mama's like, you should just pay off his loan. Don't do that, girl. And I hear you guys. We talk about it. We calculate the numbers. Even when I do the debt videos, I haven't been doing it lately. I try to show you guys the Vertex 42 and like the debt calculator, and it shows you how much in interest we're paying a month for my loan versus his loan. Like, the math don't be mathing, y'all. I'm just saying. So we're just doing what works for us or whatever. But we love that you're invested. We truly do. We truly do. Yuck. Why is it 870? Ooh, we was spending that card. Okay. 870.53. That is a shame. You know what? It was my birthday month, so you know what? I give us grace because shout out to us for spending some money on me. Let me stop, girl. Let me stop. Okay, so June. All right, so June we really gave quite a bit of money to these debts because what is that? That's a nice number. I mean, but yeah, because credit card. Okay, so my husband, we gave $923 for his loan. My loan, we gave $1,423. And then for the credit card, my husband's credit card, we gave $93.55. All right, and so the total here is $2,339.55. So we're going to just do the math. So we got $1,692 for April. Then we're going to add $2,562.53. Then we're going to add $2,339.55. $6,500. That's pretty good. Let me find out. That's more than I go. Hey, listen, a win's a win. You know what I mean? I feel like a win's a win because this is the first little section or whatever that we did that actually was over $6,594.08. I wrote that too big, but that's okay. It got to be big because that's how much bigger it was than the target. Ooh, y'all hear me with a word? Because that was a word. Oh, I love this. I am so excited. I'm so happy for our second quarter progress compared to the first quarter. When it comes to the numbers, it wasn't as much. Okay. But I love the fact that we actually were able to color in some of our 2026 bingo goals. That right there is everything to me because I'm like, I was really feeling a little defeated. This is me shaking my head up and down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you were going over your quarterly progress. Okay, let me know in the comments how you doing. What about your goals for 2026? Because it's almost over. That sounds so depressing. It's not almost over. We are alive and well. The year 2026, we're halfway there. We're more than halfway because we're about to be in August. And I don't know when you're going to see this video. So it might, we real close. So let me know how your 2026 is going, your quarterly review half mark. You know what I'm saying? Did you do good? Did you do your targets or only did one target? Okay. But did you do your goals? Like, have you colored or tracked anything, crossed anything off the list? You get that little dopamine hit? Because I got it. Okay. I don't know what it is, but I got it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another one. Bye.